Hi guys, and welcome. It's Border Games here. As I promised in the last video, today we're doing the Gate to Gate tutorial. So I just wanted to tell you guys where in the world we are. This is Australia. This is where I live, and this is where we're going to start our flight from, Brisbane, and we're going to go down to Sydney. So let me just show you guys like the rough plan. Now this is not the exact plan as I am on Google Maps. So the airport's right here. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be starting off in runway 1. We're gonna take off and go like this kind of direction, like this, and make a right bank turn. And we're gonna be heading south, and we should be seeing like the water, the coastal side, as we come in, and right down here is Sydney, and we're going to be making a approach onto 34 left, runway 34 left. So here is the airport, and so we're going to be coming in to land on this runway, and I'm going to teach you guys ILS runway, how to do an ILS approach, I meant. So we're going to be coming in and we're going to do like a turn so we can roughly line up with the runway, and then we'll switch to ILS and then the plane will hopefully land itself. So let's get straight to it. I'm just going to close this, and here we are on the free flight. So what you want to do is we want to select an aircraft. Now I'm starting from the beginning because I want to show you how you can use the flight planner. So we're gonna use Pacific Airlines, or you can use any, but for this flight I would say choose a 737. It's really easy. I'll select the Orbit Airlines. It's nice texture. And as I said, current location will be Brisbane Airport, so we'll put that in, and then we type in Brisbane. And I'll click the Brisbane International. Now I know a gate that is near the runway, gate 80 medium. I've been there, so I know what gates are near the runway. So select gate 80 if you want to copy what I'm doing. And the times are right. Weather, we'll leave it to fair weather. And now you want to click on this flight planner tab below the current time and season. And you want to click select on the choose departure location, and that's already done for you, so click OK. Just make sure Brisbane International, gate 80 medium, and for the destination we're going to put in Sydney, and this is the Kingsford Smith International. That's what you want to put in. We're going to do a VFR flight, so it's pretty easy and you don't have to talk to the traffic controller. Now you want to hit find route, and so this is going to be our route. Now I'm just going to change a few things around. So as I said, we're going to be banking right on takeoff from runway 1. So we just want to zoom in to this, and as you can see, here's our flight route. Now what you want to do, zoom out a bit, you want to do this, and you want to do it like that. That's perfectly alright. As you can see, that's in line with the runway, so that's completely fine. Now that we want to click on the airport. Now you want to zoom in, so as you see, this has told us to go for runway 34 left. So as you can see, this is the ILS indicator. And if you don't see it, just click this button, so it's green. Now we're going to zoom out a bit, and so you want to drag this so it's lined up with this runway. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to make a turn here. And I'm just, so as you can see, it's like completely V-shaped, so you don't want it that tight. Otherwise you're not going to have enough time to do the approach. So you want to do it roughly about that much. So so you have plenty of time. So there's our 3 waypoints, as you can see. completely set up, and just click that. Oops. And as you can see, so we're going to set our initial cruising altitude of 26,000 feet. Click save. Now I've already done this flight, so it'll ask me to override, but if you haven't, then just it'll save. Now hit OK, and it'll say, do you want to flight simulate some of your aircraft? Click yes, and here you are. 10:29 a.m. Weather theme. Keep it to fair weather. You don't want bad weather. It's not going to be helpful. So let's get straight into the flight. I did this from like the beginning because I wanted to show you guys how the flight route, like you can plan the flight route, and once you get into your own VFR flights, you guys can basically do your own VFR flights and plan your flight plans. So much repetition. And I have been sick, so that's why I haven't uploaded a video in such a long time. So sorry about that. And let's hope for 10 subscribers, shall we? Because I've just reached 6 subscribers, so I'm guessing it shouldn't take that long. 10. So here we are at the gate. I'm just gonna zoom out. There we go. That's enough. So we're gonna set the parking brake. The parking brake's down here. If you just hover, you can see the parking brake. So we're gonna put that on. And engines are running, just make sure. Now here we are on the outside. I'm just gonna click locked spots because this does this funny thing. Right. So what you want to do is you want to attach the jetway. So you want to hit Shift E, Shift plus E. So you want to hit that, and then the same thing, Control J, and that attaches the jetway. And for the cargo gates, you want to hit this. You want to do this really quickly. You want to press Shift E and then 2 at the like after the second, like Shift E 2, like that. As you can see, the cargo gates opened up. Now these things should have come, but I don't know. That's happening to me for some time. Right, we're just gonna zoom out. Doesn't matter. So what you want to do in this is you want to turn the flight director on. The flight director is basically something that tells the autopilot to like move left, so the autopilot will move left. So you want that on, and you want the auto throttle on. You want to switch from nav to GPS, otherwise this route here that we have planned won't work, so switch to that. We're going to set our initial speed of about 180 knots for takeoff. This is just for takeoff, we'll leave it at that, who cares. Set our initial altitude of 26,000 feet. That's perfect. We're going to set our vertical speed of about 1,800, that's fine. What you want to do now is you want to set up all the things up here. So you want the no smoking sign on and the seatbelt sign on. You want the anti-ice switch on, and you also want the pilot heat switch on, so we get a little bit warmed up in here. Next you want to hit it going here, and you just want to check your auto brake is off, otherwise you'll abort takeoff. Now you just want to check this. That's all good. Now you want to check the overhead. Switches off, panel off. As you can see, the wing anti-switch is on, but you want the engine anti-switch on as well. That's the pilot heat switch. Cross speed is off. Sorry, I told you I've got a cough. Everything seems good on the overhead, so I'll just close window. There's nothing else left, you know. So that's basically it. That's all you need to do on ground. As you can see, the jetway's there, waiting for you. Now I'm just gonna zoom out. It looks horrible, like that. There you go. So that's what we're gonna do. And now let me tell you where the runway is. The runway is right there. As you can see, it's right there. We're gonna taxi from here. and we're gonna go right there. So you wanna push back to the left. Now I don't have any add-ons installed currently except for the aircrafts, but they don't really change the scenery. So this is the default pushback that I'm going to be doing, and it's really awesome. So I'll press Ctrl J again. As you can see, that takes the jetway away, and press Shift D, and the main exit's closing, and then press Shift D and 2 rapidly. As you can see, the gate's closing. As you can see, the gate's closed, everything is all good. You want to remove the parking brake, just like we did. And you want to press Shift P, and then right after that, you want to press 1. Shift P, 1. And now just watch the plane push back and turn. It's amazing. While that happens, we're just going to set flaps 5. So press F7 twice. As you can see, I've got a joystick, and as you can see, the plane's turning. While that happens, we'll just wait and turn the taxi lights on. Because this 737, I don't know what's wrong with it, but this seems to happen with everyone. If you turn the taxi lights on, there's no extra lights, so I'm going to turn the landing lights on as well. Now you have to turn it. Well, you don't have to, but yeah, I guess you have to. I'm not sure if this is a rule or not. You gotta turn these landing lights off at 10,000 feet and these taxi lights off after you take off. So, well, before you take off. So we're gonna turn on these lights as well. It's the logo lights and the strobe light switch, which are, well, the strobe light's compulsory. So yeah. Alright, we're just gonna check if everything is working. My rudder seems to be working. Now, not everyone has a rudder, so you guys gonna have to use this to turn, I'm afraid. Or if you don't even have a joystick, I'm just gonna press Shift P quickly, because yeah. And we'll set the control brakes. I meant the parking brakes. Now, if you don't have a joystick, then what you can do is you can right click and you can click on mouse yoke, and as you can see, it still works. It's a little bit different, but you know, it still works. So you know, let's reset that. Yeah, that seems right. Yeah, so exactly like I said. Now we're all good. The plane has pushed back, and the ground seems clear, so we're just gonna hit that. That's weird. Now we're gonna give it a touch of throttle. You can do this by the I think it's the F1 or F2, F3 key. Now don't worry about that, dude. That's just random thing that happens. Alright. So now you want to go this way to runway 1. Now for this flight, I'm not gonna use like ATC because they're really frustrating. They ask you to tune into this tower and that tower, and seriously, it just gets completely frustrating. So I'm not gonna use them for this tutorial. Now, if you do find this tutorial helpful in any way, then please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not sure if I should end this video after this takeoff or not, but I'll show you how you can reach your cruising altitude. Then I might end the video. I might fly for myself, because the cruising altitude is really just boring. You don't need to see that. Basically, you can fly that on by yourselves. Right, so we're just gonna stop here, set our parking brakes, turn off the taxi lights, just check everything. Landing lights on, all these things are on, and flaps are set. Our route is there, and let's do this. So I guess I might end the video after takeoff, and you guys can fly after by yourselves. It's really easy. I'll show you guys how you do that in the next video. after this. Right, so once you land up on the runway, I've only got 9 minutes of battery, so I need to quickly hurry up. You want full throttle, and you want to take off, basically. And you want to look for 80 knots on your speedometer. Great job. On your thing, so as you can see, we just passed 80, so we pull out 80 knots. Once 140 knots is passed, we say V1, and then rotate, and then V2. So V1, rotate, V2. There we go, pulled up. And we go 15 degrees, climb, positive rate, gear up, so you press G, you hold on, and then you retract laps. Now you want to set the speed, the navigation, altitude hold, and the autopilot, and slowly let go, and everything should just become normal. Make sure you save as well. If you don't know how to save, then I'm not going that basic, so you should go and use the missions basically. So I'm gonna speed up, and I might end the video here. I'm sorry, because have a look, my battery is like 8 minutes only, so I don't want to die basically like this. So yeah, once you reach 10,000 meters here, you need to turn the landing lights off. I'm sorry that I couldn't show you that. And after 10,000 feet, you also turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. You have your flaps off after takeoff, anti-ice switch and the pilot heat switch should be on, and just keep flying and be happy. We're just gonna let this plane turn. As you can see now, I've got 7 minutes of battery. So thank you for watching this video. If you did like, then please comment and subscribe. It helps, it really does, and I'll probably have more time to record. So thank you for watching. If you did find this funny, then yeah, please do like, comment, subscribe. Just as I said, I keep repeating myself. That's deja vu, that's deja vu, that's deja vu. And I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Now I'll just end the video.